Hello and welcome to the stream today. My name is Matt with Beacon Software, and today we're talking about Impound Inventory. This was a newer feature that was released a couple of weeks ago. So if you're interested in how to create barcodes for your vehicles or want a better solution to keep track of your impound inventory, stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So today we're going to take a look at the mobile applications. I'm going to take you through the driver app. I'm going to take you through the Dispatch Anywhere mobile app, how to do our scans. We're going to take a look at the desktop app and how that's going to work, how to print out barcodes. Then we're also going to take a look at a couple other solutions, how to actually print your barcodes, or there's other online solutions that we have where you can purchase barcodes online. So let's get started. So we're going to jump into our desktop here. So these are a couple of the help articles that were already created. I will link these down in the description below. But we'll start with the impound inventory and really what it is and how you can use it for your impound. So with this is going to allow you to tag impounded vehicles with an inventory barcode label, whether you do it from DA Mobile or DA Driver. So what's going to happen here when a car is going to impound, when the call is finished from the Dispatch Anywhere driver app, they will be prompted to add a barcode or scan a barcode to place in that vehicle. Now, what we're looking at here is one of the barcodes that are produced from our software. Again, we're going to go over other solutions that we can buy pre-printed barcodes here in a second. But this will allow you to put that barcode on here, and then later on, this will allow us to scan this later on to keep track of our inventory. And again, we'll cover that here in a little bit. So take inventory with the mobile app. Once the barcode is placed on, whether it's created from the driver or it's a pre-printed one, from the DA mobile app, once we log in, we click the little menu icon here. Impound inventory will be a new option if you haven't already noticed it. We're going to select which lot we want to scan, and then we start scanning our vehicles. Now the nice thing about this is going to show us all the previous vehicles, whether we scanned it previously or where our driver last dropped that vehicle. You can see on the right hand side here, it's going to tell you where that vehicle is. So if I was talking about this Honda HR-V, wherever I'm standing in that lot, this would have been north about 24 feet. So it's going to help you keep track of where the last known location of these vehicles are, especially if things get moved possibly from time to time. It will keep track of where it was last scanned in your lot. So hopefully that will keep it a little bit easier for you as you scan your vehicles. But as you obviously scan these vehicles, your number is going to count down from here, from the top, and then you finish your inventory and you're done. All right. Now, with printing the actual barcodes, again, we can do it a couple different ways. Now, this help article does go into these recommended equipment that we have, and you can print them directly from your call. We're going to go in here in a second. But the recommended equipment, and I actually have a help article for this as well, which again will be linked below. This is the recommended printer for the thermal barcodes that you can print from our software. You can buy these on Amazon, and I'll show you here. At the time of this recording, this printer is $179. It's a thermal printer. You can either print these in real time or after the fact. Now you will have to buy obviously the paper for this as well as the printer, but these are going to allow you to print the bigger barcodes that will appear on the vehicles. Right? The other options are the pre-printed ones that I was referring to before. So you can buy these thermal rolls. These are weatherproof, definitely strongly recommended, and I'll kind of show you those here. So you can get these pre-printed, 3.5 by 8 inch, or really any size, weatherproof, basically rolls of labels here. Then these can be peeled off, stuck on the cars. Again, the drivers can scan them at the end of an impounded vehicle. Just they put that sticker on there, scan it with their phone, or we can put these on after the fact and add it from DA Mobile. So at any point we can attach a barcode to a call. You are not able to reuse the same barcode on multiple vehicles though. So that's important to note. You have to use a brand new barcode each time you have a vehicle. You cannot reuse these. You will get an error message in the system. The other option, we have these another vendor that sells the pre-printed or QR code ones. We print barcodes, which is this website. Very similar. You can kind of customize these kind of how you want, but as long as it's any type of barcode, it will work with the software. So not extremely expensive for these. Again, kind of depending on how many impounds you're doing either per month or per year, it may be cheaper to go a solution like this and have a roll of them all the time versus potentially printing out and buying that printer on Amazon. So whatever works best for your business, we have multiple solutions that will work for you. Right. Now we do have reports in the system, and I'm going to show you this as well. So let's go ahead and bring this up. So I have my Dispatch Anywhere. So normally you log in here, go to your reports, which is the fourth icon. Go to Impound, which I already have up. Then we have two new reports in here, an Impound Inventory Label Report and an Impound Inventory Summary Report. Now, the labels are if you have to print this out later. So I went ahead and ran it already. This is what the labels look like. Now, if you're using the thermal printer, this is what they're going to print out like. If you are printing these after the fact, maybe you just want to print it on your own sheet of paper and just put it inside the windshield, that will also work. But you're also going to use a little bit more paper doing it that way. But this report in this case has three, obviously they're different vehicles per page, but this is another solution to print those barcodes just on a sheet of paper and put it right in the vehicle. You don't necessarily have to stick it to the vehicle. It just does make it a little bit easier with that solution. The other report, the Impound Inventory Summary, this is after you've scanned your vehicles now. So if we go to that report, this is what it looks like. So we have, in this case, printed today, the impound lot that we scanned, who scanned it, in this case Kyle did, when he started it, when he finished it. So it kind of gives you an idea how long it's taking to scan these impound lots, confirmed and missing. So the nice thing about this is when you go out there and scan, if you are missing a vehicle that was never released from Dispatch Anywhere, this report is going to tell you that. So, if that car was moved, released incorrectly, maybe you're scanning, a vehicle, it's already been released from your system, or vice versa. You're trying to scan a vehicle, or your system shows you should have that vehicle and it's gone. Where did it go? Maybe we can look into that a little bit further. Possibly somebody released it without actually, releasing it from the software. This is going to tell you that, and it'll allow you to kind of keep track of your inventory and keep it as up to date as possible. In this case, this is 111 pages. Obviously, we've been testing with this over and over, so ours is going to be a little bit longer, but you kind of get the idea that this can be used to keep track of our inventory. Anything that's missing or we didn't scan, this report's going to tell us that. So that's available, as of right now. All right, so we're going to close these out. And it kind of gives you a little 1, 2, 3 where to go in the help article as well. So we'll go back to the other one. The other way you can print these barcodes, if you don't want to print it as a batch, at least for all those vehicles, you can print it off the individual call as well. So I'll show you that. So we go back into Dispatch Anywhere. Let's go and close these reports. I could either find the vehicle by doing a search. I can do it from the inventory or the impound section here. You can get to that link right up here, print inventory labels. I could also, if I found any car, we'll go ahead and pick one here. Let's pick this, this Frontier is fine. In this More dropdown, I have an option to print the label from here as well. Now, again, this is going to only print the label for that individual vehicle, whereas if I ran the other report from the report section, you're printing out multiple barcodes at the same time. So it just depends on what you need. Do you need it for one vehicle, or do you need it for multiple vehicles, because you have to take those out or reprint those for some reason in the system. All right. Again, this talks about the pre-printed barcodes that we talked about a little bit earlier. Talks about the reports, shortcuts that we just went over, and again, getting the inventory summary. So both help articles. Some of it repeats depending on if you're looking at recommended equipment or really just the steps how to process this. But that's going to wrap up the inventory in the system here. So I want to thank you for joining us on this. If you have any suggestions, feedback on this new feature, definitely let us know. We are looking to add some additional features to this. We actually updated those inventory labels, the printouts, just recently based on some feedback we got from some other customers. So anytime you have any feedback or questions, definitely let us know. We're available, Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 Eastern. So again, thank you for joining us today. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.